Hi, this is Done in 7, where I share simple steps to live clearer, healthier, and happier every day. Today, I want to answer a very real question with you. Why do I always feel tired, even when I don't do anything heavy? Sometimes you get enough sleep, eat enough, but still run out of energy. Sometimes when you wake up, your heart is heavy. So what is draining my energy from the inside? Today, I ask a very real question. Why do I always feel tired, even when I don't do anything heavy? No deadlines, no drama, no incidents. But when I open my eyes in the morning, I want to lie down again. Sometimes, what's draining me is not work, but the things that are silently draining my energy from within. In this video, I will share a simple way for you to regain your real energy. No coffee, no need to hide anywhere. Let's go? Let's go. Tired, even though you haven't done anything heavy. Exhausted, even though there's no obvious reason. In the beginning of this video, I'll share a truth that science has proven for a long time. You may have heard it before. I believe many people know. But the problem is, knowing doesn't necessarily mean understanding. Understanding doesn't necessarily mean being able to apply. I've asked many people, do you know this? They nodded. But then, they were still tired. That means, between knowledge and real life, there's still a gap that we need to really cross. And this video is to help you do that. There's always a gap between knowing and practicing. But before talking about practice, I want to share the answer to the big question. Why do I always feel tired, even though I haven't done anything heavy? Here's why. Your brain, although it only accounts for about 2% of your body weight, consumes up to 20% of your total body energy. That's right, a very small organ that consumes up to 1/5 of your daily energy. What does that mean? It means that if you think too much, worry, repeat unnecessary chains of reasoning, you are silently consuming as much energy as running a marathon. And if we don't learn how to manage our minds, then fatigue is certain. Your brain is tired because it never rests. There are days when you do nothing. Don't go anywhere. Don't do heavy work. Even lie in bed all day. But then at night, you still feel exhausted, drained of energy. So what drains you? Not the movement of your hands, not the movement of your legs, not the movement of your body, but your brain. Although it only accounts for about 2% of your body weight, the brain consumes up to 20% of your body's energy every day. And the problem is, it never stops. All day long, you are constantly receiving information. Every status line, every short video, every message waiting for a response makes your brain have to process, have to react, have to create a separate emotion for each task, so it has to consume energy for those tasks. And you think you are resting, but in fact, you are constantly burning energy without even knowing it. So if you feel tired, don't rush to blame your body for being weak. Try looking back. Has your brain never been quiet for a minute? Are you using your brain to exhaust yourself? Okay, now I know. The brain uses a lot of energy. It takes it straight from my body. So the question is, what am I using that brain for? I notice something. It takes a little bit. I surf the internet, watch a video, feel emotional, get a little angry. It takes a little more. I read a story, feel anxious. It takes more. Go to work, meet an annoying colleague. Headache. It takes more. Argue with the boss. A bunch of energy goes away. Go on Facebook and see someone you don't like traveling. Post a photo of yourself living a virtual life. The jealousy rises. The brain is stimulated. Emotions surge. It takes more. Then you accidentally turn on a clip. Someone says something you don't agree with. After listening to it, you feel uncomfortable all day. Many people, especially young people, always feel tired, even when they don't do anything heavy. The reason? The brain is overused, and the brain still silently sucks energy from you like a vacuum cleaner. No off button. Every time you notice something, it's using battery. And if that makes you angry, anxious, jealous, sorry, energy goes in one go. Just like that, little by little. By the end of the day, you don't understand why you're exhausted. It's time to give your brain a break. 1 minute. At this point, many of you may be wondering, so how can we improve this situation? Because obviously, if this situation continues, even on holidays, I will still be tired. My hands and feet are resting, but my brain is still agitated, still running from morning to night. And I believe none of us want to carry the feeling. Tired, exhausted, irritable, just because the brain is overworked. So what to do? Right now, I will share with you 4 simple solutions, but with clear scientific basis so that you can remember, apply, and help your brain to be maintained in the true sense. To make it less stressed, less battery draining, and to help you return to a state of peace, lightheartedness, with real energy. Solution 1. Feed your brain properly. The first thing to reduce your brain's exhaustion is to feed it enough. Sounds simple, right? But many people forget. First is water. The brain needs water to maintain its activity. Then comes starch. A moderate amount is very important, because the brain uses glucose as its main fuel, so if you cut starch too much, the brain will fail immediately. In addition, pay attention to supplementing. Fresh vegetables, nuts, and especially healthy fatty acids such as omega-3 from chia seeds, flax seeds, fatty fish. If your diet is lacking in nutrients, your brain will not be healthy. It's that simple. Review your diet. If enough, maintain. If lacking, supplement as soon as possible. Because feeding your brain properly is the first step to a bright mind, a healthy body. Solution 2. Increase blood flow to brain. Second solution. Increase blood flow to the brain. It sounds a bit medical, but it's actually very simple. The key is exercise. Many people mistakenly think, exercise will make me more tired because it consumes energy. But on the contrary, exercise helps blood circulate more strongly, bringing more oxygen and nutrients to brain cells. The result? A clearer brain, brighter spirit, reduced risk of stress and disease. No need to be an expert, just be someone who cares about yourself. And not to mention, exercise also helps the body release happy hormones like endorphins. It helps you move from a state of depression to love life naturally. So if you are tired, low on energy, or constantly in a bad mood, don't lie still. Get up, stretch, walk, stretch. Any way to get the blood flowing and your mind revived. Solution 3. Give your brain a real rest. Rest is not holding your phone and scrolling until the battery runs out. Rest is turning off your attention so that your brain stops consuming energy. You know, just paying attention to something, your brain has to work. And it doesn't use little. It consumes up to 20% of your body's energy even if you don't move. So at noon, take a real nap. At night, go to bed early. Put your phone away early. Many people don't rest after work, but continue to activate their brains, watching movies, arguing online, reading shocking news, listening to podcasts until 2 to 3 a.m., and the next morning, waking up like a zombie, tired, frustrated, exhausted without knowing why. No amount of supplements can save a brain that is not rest. Sometimes, what you need is not to try harder. Stop now. Solution 4. Calm the brain with yoga and deep enjoyment. A great way to calm the brain that few people pay attention to. Yoga. When you practice yoga, you have to focus on your breathing, posture, and the feeling in your body. Every movement is slow. Every time you hold a posture, your brain stops running around, no longer thinking about this person or that person, yesterday's annoyance, or tomorrow's worries. The brain only knows. Breathe in, hold the position, breathe out, keep balance. And when you breathe deeply, more oxygen goes to the brain. The brain is charged with better quality energy, and the spirit is also brighter. People who practice yoga and meditation all know this. They don't stop being angry, but their anger is shorter, lighter, and passes faster than normal people. Besides yoga, there is another way to help your mind relax deeply. Focus on enjoying. Turn on a song you like, then just close your eyes and listen. Don't think about anything deep, just pay attention to the voice, the piano, the guitar. You will feel a very strange feeling of comfort. Not loud, not explosive, but deep and enough. That is the subtle joy, coming from being fully present. And when you know how to enjoy life, you will see that joy is not in doing more, but in feeling what you have. So, we have gone through simple but extremely effective ways to keep the brain healthy and the mind bright. No need for anything fancy, just remember. 1. Feed your brain with the right nutrition. 2. Increase blood flow to the brain. 3. Give your brain a real rest. 4. Calm your brain with yoga and deep enjoyment. Just doing one of these small things can help you gradually escape from invisible exhaustion. And you will see, happiness actually does not require trying harder, but starts with stopping at the right time. See you in the next videos of Done in 7. Wish you always bright, healthy, and energetic enough to live your day.